What up, YouTube? Another great episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generation. We got a lot of information about a certain someone that was in the previous Naruto Shippuden series, so can't wait to talk about it. But first, we need to talk about Konohamaru and Mujino because they found their airship that belongs to Kara that we saw crashed a few episodes ago, and obviously the orders of the Kara people was to kill anyone that found the airship. And while Konohamaru was investigating what was in the airship, Mujino was actually attacked by one of the Kara members, but it seems like they're not actual people. It seems like they're like puppets or something like that, and they reminded me a lot of the puppets that were in the Naruto the last movie, so it reminded me a lot about these puppets. I don't know if they're exactly like that. Maybe they're a lot more advanced technologically, but it reminded me a lot of that. So I'm wondering how Konohamaru and Mujino will be able to defeat these puppets or escape these puppets, because right now Mujino is really badly injured and there's a lot more of them than there are of Konohamaru and Mujino right now. So I really can't wait to see how they escape that and how they will survive. We also got some Sasuke scenes in this week's episode, and the main reason for that is because he was searching for some of the Kara group hideout and he wasn't able to find them, and the reason for that I think is because the way that they communicate, it seems like they're in another dimension using some kind of genjutsu communication or of some sort, so I don't think that their hideout is in this plane. Maybe they're in another dimension, so maybe Sasuke has to use his Rinnegan to go search in other dimensions to find their hideout. So that's gonna be interesting if Sasuke will be able to find their hideout at some point. Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki were given a mission by the 7th Hokage to bring the prosthetic arm that Naruto used in the fight against Boruto to a special lab for a scientific ninja tool in the Ryota village or the Ryota city or something like that to analyze the data that it had on the fight against Boruto, and obviously the reason that they're doing that is because the Ryota research lab is bigger than the one in Konoha, so they had to do that, and they also had to bring Katasuke, and Boruto isn't really fond of that because of what happened during the Chunin exam. We all know that Katasuke is the one that presented the scientific ninja tool to Boruto, and that's the reason why Boruto was so humiliated during the tournament, because of what happened. So he wasn't really fond of, bringing Katasuke on the mission. Naruto also told Sarada and Mitsuki to watch out for Boruto's mark, so maybe there's something that's gonna happen with Boruto's mark in this arc. So I just can't wait because it's been a while since it's been activated. But anyway, man, we saw Jigen in this week's episode 2, and it seems like he was getting kind of revitalized by something, by a machine or something, so I'm not really sure. But something that he talked about is that he thinks that there's a traitor in the Kara organization, and he's not talking about Victor. Obviously he thinks that Victor wanted to steal the vessel, but he also thinks that there's someone else in the organization that is trying to maybe steal it or something like that, so he talked about it with the scientist that he has with him. I don't remember his name exactly, but he said that he sensed something before the airship crashed, and it seems like the vessel actually moved by itself. So maybe someone was the reason why the vessel moved and the reason why it crashed, so that's going to be interesting to see to see the reveal of when the traitor of the Kara organization is revealed, so I just can't wait for that and to see maybe if Jigen will be mad, because we haven't seen a lot of emotion out of him. He's pretty centered, so I just can't wait for these moments. We also got to catch up with Ao once again. The last time that we saw him was a few episodes ago when he was talking with Shikamaru and Ino, so it was good to catch up with him once again, and we learned a lot of things about him, like that he hasn't been back to the Mist Village since the Fourth Great Ninja War, which is crazy because it's his village, it's where he's from, so it's kind of crazy that he hasn't been back to his village. Maybe it's because he has a grudge against it or something like that. I'm not really sure, but hopefully we'll learn more about his character because he's changed a lot since, the Shippuden series, so I just can't wait to know more about that. There was also some pretty good moment of teaching that he had with Boruto, when he faked attacked Boruto. He said that it depends on how you use something. It can be good or bad, like the screwdriver that he has in his hand. Katasuke was using to repair one of his hand, but he was using to attack Boruto, so it can be used for good or bad. So I thought that was a really, really good discussion. I really liked it a lot. Anyhow, we learned a lot about Ao in this episode, especially because it seems like he works with the Kara organization, and it's kind of crazy that he works with them because in the Shippuden series he was a good guy, and it seems like in the Boruto series he's working with the bad guys for a reason, I'm not really sure why, and they call him an outer, so maybe the reason why they call him like that is because he's an outsider to the organization, and the other guys that are really into it are called inners, so maybe they're insiders or something like that. I'm not really sure why they're called like that, so hopefully we'll learn more about that. But the reason why Ao was talking to Katasuke and the reason why he was in the hidden leaf is because he wanted to know if Katasuke remembered anything, and if he did, he would have killed him, so that's the reason why he was asking him if he remembered anything, because he wanted to kill him if he did. And the reason why he wanted to kill him if he did is because Ao is the one that put Katasuke into a genjutsu during the Chunin exam, so everything that happened with Katasuke, the reason why Katasuke was using the ninja tool on Momoshiki and everything is because of Ao, which is crazy. Ao also extracted some scientific ninja tool and info from Katasuke, so that's one of the reasons he put Katasuke into a genjutsu. So I'm guessing that the Kara organization are going to use some of that information to use for their power, or something like that. So it's going to be cool to see in the future. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy to learn all of that about Ao because he was a good guy, and for a reason he just changed. I'm wondering if it's because of the war that he changed and that he doesn't believe in shinobis or something like that. So I just can't wait to learn more about his character because he changed a lot. I don't know if I actually talked about it in the review, but Ao was actually talking with Kashin Koji, one of my favorite characters of this arc so far, and my favorite character of the Kara group, but he left Ao with a package, it seems like it's some equipment to fight, so I can't wait for that. Obviously, Jigen told the Kara group that anyone that has seen the airship has to die, and Kashin Koji basically said the same thing to Ao, so it seems like maybe Ao is gonna fight Konohamaru and Mujino because they're the one that has seen the airship. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Kashin Koji also called Ao the grass, so maybe it's a position in the Kara group. I don't exactly know what it means, but yeah, man, there's a lot of things that we still need to learn about the Kara group and especially Ao. Ao also said that it's been 16 years since the last time he fought, so 16 years, it's since the Fourth Great Ninja War, I'm guessing, so it's been a while. Maybe it's because he's been hurt, maybe it's because of the body parts that he has right now, maybe he couldn't fight, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I just can't wait to get to see him fight, and hopefully it will be great animation because we haven't had a big fight since Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki fought against one of the members of the Kara organization. He's actually dead right now. I think his name was Deepa, so it's been a while, man. But yeah, man, I can't wait. Next week's episode, it seems like we're gonna see Sumire for the first time in a long time, so can't wait. But let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews every Sunday morning, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Attack on Titan the final season reviews on Sundays, Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Promised Neverland and Dr. Stone reviews on Thursdays, Jujutsu Kaisen reviews on Fridays, and One Piece reviews on Saturdays. So subscribe for that. Like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. And follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.